in for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point.
The creativity from Morant, always inventing new ways to score.
The drive by Jackson and the dunk by Jackson.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Here's Bain after the basket by Los Angeles. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson finds Morant. Fires the three. He is hauled in by Paul George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Jackson. Leonard with the steal. George with the ball. Now defended by Bain. Outside, George. Back to Jackson. Out to Morris. Shot clock at 6. Here's Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is. Well, Kawhi has always been an elite defender, but he's become just as fearsome on the offensive end. You can tell he never stops working on his game.
Morant against George. George double teamed. Leonard kicks to George. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Morant passes to Brooks. The feed to Adams. Shoots over Zubac. And the rejection by Zubac. To the paint. It's deflected. Stolen by Brooks. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And Morant throws it down.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
Here's George. The rebound by Steven Adams.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Morant reaches to Jackson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Clippers in the lead. Jackson finds George. From deep three-point range, that one doesn't go. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Morris with the bucket.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game. Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
Now here's Morant. Brooks outside. Bain kicks to Brooks. Morant drives in. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Nice move. And the layup by George.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Outside Jackson. It's stolen by Morris. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. Morris passes to George. Back to Morris. To the middle. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Now here's Morant. Brooks with no one around. That one's off, still out of sync. Here's Leonard. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. Gets separation almost any time he wants.
Jackson against Morris. Out to Morant. Outside Jackson. And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat. Up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. And George kicks to Morris. Outside for George. Leonard the pass to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Outside, Bain. And he jams it with authority.
You see the impressive leaping ability. Bain getting off the ground with ease.
Jackson kicks to George. Outside for Jackson. A 3 from Morris. The shot will not fall. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Jackson down low. Guarded by Morant. Morris passes to George. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Hey, Craig, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
I now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Brooks outside. Pass to Morant. Leonard with the steal. Here's George. Takes it inside. And he can't jam it through. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Bain kicks to Adams. Back to Bain. Out to Morant. Jackson from long range. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubats has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Morris. That shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Up top, Morant. Stolen by Jackson. Outside for George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Morris. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Buries it from three-point range.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
The shot by George, no good. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. 9-point game. Leonard with the steal. Inside, stolen by Brooks. Jackson looking around. Here's Morant. Here's Adams. Outside, Bain. That time from Leonard. Los Angeles leading by 9. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
Morant passes to Jackson. Out to Morant. And so it's Los Angeles. There, all right, Dave, thank you. And
the Grizzlies 15, the Clippers 26.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's Man in at the 3 slot. And Wall kicks to Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Man. Deflected by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Conchar. Powell with the steal. Now Covington. Picked him clean. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Aldama passes to Conchar. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Conchar's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Grizzlies. Powell in the high post. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Wall finds Powell. Out to the wing. Here's Man. Batum wide open. He fires. Trains it from beyond the arc. And the Clippers lead by 12. We know you need talent to win, Steve, so how critical is basketball IQ to winning at the highest level? How important is it in that equation?
Kevin, it's everything. A playoff series can turn on a single play. And the guys, you can tell the difference who has a high basketball IQ and an average IQ. It does make a difference.
The kick out to Wall. Back to Covington. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
This is what Covington does, a confident three-point shooter.
Out to the right wing. Clark dishes to Jones. Outside, Green. There's the pass to Aldama. Just 5 to shoot. Outside, Jones. From downtown. He can't get that one to fall. Wall with some nice defense. Smitty, you can tell Norman Powell has worked very hard in his game.
You know, he just wants to excel at whatever assignment he's given. Kevin, he once said, I've been in every single role on a team, from bench guy to starter, so he knows how to give you value anywhere on the floor. Great floor awareness, Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Here's Conchar. Here's Clark. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Ball passes to Covington. In the corner, Powell with it. It's stolen by Jones. And it's Memphis on the break. Jumps up, and Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season, Smitty, in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
GA, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
Jones with it. He's picked up by Wall. Conchar, good.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Green against Wall. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Mann, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
At the line for 2.
He's off on the second. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Jones kicks to Green. Looking for Wall. He gets it there. Covington with it. Guarded now by Clark. Batum dishes the Wall. Back to Batum. Outside, Wall. Passes to Powell. Covington in the corner. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touches it last. Pass to Aldama.
Come to me.
Here's Conchar. Green, the pass to Clark. 2 on the clock. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Clark's got 5 points so far. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. The Clippers lead by 9. We're going to... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. They've got Clark. Green out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Aldama with the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Brooks with it. Outside for Jackson. His 3-pointers off the mark. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They've led by as many as 14 points. Jackson passes to Morris. Zubac. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Jackson finds Bain. And here is Adams. Out to Brooks. Back to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
You just can't let Adams get this deep in the paint, because when he does, he's focused on slamming it down.
George passes to Jackson. Back to George. Morris with a screen on Bain. It's stolen. Morant right side. On the wing, Brooks lets it go from deep. Morris with the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Pass to Adams. Stolen by George. Stolen by Jackson. Feeds it to Brooks. Poke loose. He dishes it to Jackson. To the middle. Here's Jackson. Nice D from Brooks. The Grizzlies trail by 9. The three from Morant. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
What a night for John Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
George with the ball. Now defended by Bain. George against Bain. 5 to shoot. From 7, here's George, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Now here's Morant. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. It's tipped. Stolen by George. To stop the drought. Jackson trying to break free. Up and in on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 8. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Los Angeles?
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball. Quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
Morant left side. Outside Jackson. Brooks kicks to Bain. Back to Brooks. The 3. They get it again. Tries again. Bain passes to Adams. Morant against Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries yet again. Here's Adams. 103 left in the 4th quarter of this one. No good. Not a friendly rim at all. This trip down. Kicks it out to Leonard. Outside Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. It's George on the wing. Back to Morris. Down low. Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Brooks with it. Leonard picks him up. Morant with a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
I think consistency from 3 is in Morant's future. On that shot, he was well balanced and focused.
And the pass to George. Back to Jackson. Outside, George. Morris outside. Back to George. So the Clippers with the win. A truly gutsy performance. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for
Looking to make a big splash here tonight. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Taurean Prince, and it's Russell in at the point guard position. Now here's Morant. Three-pointer. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Gobert with it. Adams covering. Gobert passes to McDaniels. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. No good with the triple. And here's Memphis now. Pass to Adams, to the inside. He shoots it. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Here's Edwards. And the shot's good.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Outside Bain. Pass to Brooks. Back to Bain. Launches a three. Nice start for him. Taking his first shot.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Russell. Here's Prince. Up top, Edwards. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
Now here's Morant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Clever play by Morant, sticking with his shot to ensure he gets himself fouled while in the act.
And Morant drops them both. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Russell against Morant. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Russell. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Another shot. That one a little long. Memphis leading.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Now here's Gobert. Outside Russell. Second chance shot. And Gobert with the lay-in.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
But with Memphis' 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
Here's Russell. The Grizzlies making their last shot. The ball's knocked loose. McDaniels passes to Edwards. And it's off from three-point range.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Pass to Adams. Back to Payne. Here's Morant. Minnesota with a rebound.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Outside for Brooks. Now here's Bain. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Memphis.
That free throw no good.
At the line for 2.
And the second free throw is good. 1 minute left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Misses from short range. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Outside Morant. Nice move. And he sinks the layup. Morant's got 8.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Here's Prince. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morant against Russell. There's Jackson with the 3. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Outside for Morant. Lets it go from deep. And there's Jackson on the assist by Morant.
That's just unfair. 6'11" Jackson just sinking threes. I guess this is the new NBA.
It's good if it goes. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their defensive. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
On the court for the Timberwolves, the backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Taurean Prince is out there with McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the center position. Up top, Bain. Back to Adams. Outside for Brooks. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Pass to Jackson. Fires the three. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
And here's Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Here's Prince. 5 to shoot. Here's the three. Ja Morant grabs a miss. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Kicks it out to Jackson. 3-pointer. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Jackson on the wing. Back to Bain. Inside. Here's Brooks. Here's Adams. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Adams has got his first points of the game.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
To the paint. Here's Gobert. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Morant, the pass to Bain. The drive by Brooks. Edwards comes with a double team, and he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
Both good from the line that time. You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
Here's McDaniels. Here's Prince. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Steven Adams. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies. He hits the second from the line. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Morant, the pass to Adams. Now here's Morant. And slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting about 43% in this one. Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Gobert with it. Outside Edwards. Pass to Prince. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Jackson on the wing. Back to Brooks. The three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Russell. Here's Prince. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. 58 seconds left in the second quarter. Morant with it. 10 points for him. Going. Oh, my
gracious.
Just incredible.
That is a monster finish. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's Prince. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Grizzlies have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. And here's Bane. On the wing, Brooks. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Outside Morant. Launches it. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
In motion, Morant's shooting ability is solid. But when he's this set up, it's outstanding.
Now Russell. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Inside. Pass to Gobert. Second chance effort. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Steven Adams.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And of course, he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
And he's good on the second. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies.
The Timberwolves, 19. Get ready for the double walking.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
They've got Xavier Tillman. John Conchar is out there with Ja Morant. Then it's Green, and it's Aldama in at the 4-man spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
Pass to Prince. Now here's Towns. Not a lot of room. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brent?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Here's Conchar. Rebound Minnesota. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here to the left wing. Down low. And there's a 3-second violation.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Aldama. And it's Jones in for Morant. On the wing, Conchar. And here's Jones. Kicks it out to Jackson. Fires for 3. And again, Memphis no good.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Over to the wing. Back to Towns. Pulls it from 20. Jump shot is good. Towns has got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, Towns was the perfect selection there. He's always ready to strike with a quick shot.
On the wing, Green. Back to Conchar. Pass to Jackson. Here's Conchar. Jackson outside. Now Green. And there's Jackson on the assist by Green. Jackson's got 8 points.
Love the power finish from Jaren Jackson, pushing right through the contact.
Now here's Anderson. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Pass to Reed. Here's McLaughlin. Now Towns. There's the drive. Jones grabs the board. The Grizzlies have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Outside for Green. Here's Conchar. Beyond the arc. No good that time. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Reed passes to Towns. Here's McLaughlin looking for his first basket, still in this one. Puts up a 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Jones in the post. Pass to Green. From the arc. That one doesn't drop. And Minnesota will come the other way. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. It's blocked.
Gotta be careful when Jackson is lurking. More than just capable of sending it back.
Second personal foul. At the line for the Timberwolves.
That one misses for Towns. Memphis leading. And Jackson, here we go. Outside for Green. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Conchar. And some solid defense from Towns. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And stolen by Jones. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Back to Green. Tipped away. On the wing, Conchar. Stolen by Reed. Here's Noel. Defended by Jones. Rebounded by Green.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Out of bounds. The Timberwolves will take it. .24 seconds left in the third quarter here. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Here's Towns. He shoots again, and he lays it in. Towns has got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Aggressive play by Towns on the glass, recapturing possession so he can take it right back up.
And we've reached the end of the third. Grizzlies out in front, up 4. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Taurean Prince is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point guard position.
You know John Morant, such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
The offensive rebound. And Gobert with the stuff.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. Outside Morant. Jackson the screen from downtown. And Ja Morant good for 3. Morant's got 23 points.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
To the middle. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks finds Morant. Picked it out of midair. McDaniels with it. Jackson in his pocket. McDaniels passes to Gobert. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Gobert's gotten 4 this quarter. Now here's Morant. with the slam.
Okay, I see you, John, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Outside Russell. Pass to Gobert. Nice move. And he lays it up and in.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
For Memphis, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Three-pointer, Brooks. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in the game. The kick out to Edwards. To the right side. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Gobert. To the inside. And the bucket is good. Now just a 4-point Memphis lead.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Off target from 3-point range. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Oh, what a play! It's snatched out of the air. Right at the block. Outside Morant. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
The kick out to Edwards. To the left side wing. Here's Prince. Brooks defending. McDaniels from long range. Gets the 3 ball to go.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Morant with it. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Payne. Off the mark, and the drought continues. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Pass to Russell. Back to Prince. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jackson. Here's Adams, defended by Gobert. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You know, if you're a center in this league and you're on the floor at the end of games, teams will target you if you can't make free throws.
And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Up top, Edwards. Guarded by Payne. And count it. And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge. Asking for a review. This could be a big call.
People were worried that this would slow the action. Previous players over those calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still beat.
All right, let's get a report from Alec.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team, and he had plenty of confidence. He told his players, we've worn those guys down. We can take advantage of it. We're not going away until the last second. Let's see how they respond. Back over to you.
Okay, thank you, Alec. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 16-5 run. Back to Prince. And so it's Minnesota who who scrapes by with a win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Get ready, everyone, for Tuesday afternoon.
Here we go.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Prince, and it's Russell in at the 1. Gobert, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Outside, George shoots. Rebound, Minnesota.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others. You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Edwards, good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
Here's Morris. Anthony Edwards making his last shot.
Well, let's remember, Rudy Gobert has got a 7'9" wingspan. Sometimes it's just easy picking sending it back.
Now here's Edwards. McDaniels finds Russell. It's Prince on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, the defender might have got Prince a little bit right there, but he's too locked in on the cup. Nice finish.
Russell against Jackson. Passes it to Leonard. And here's George for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Outside Prince. It's rebounded by Leonard. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Jackson kicks to Leonard. Zubac the pass to Morris. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Stolen by Zubac. George dishes to Leonard. The pass to Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Jackson in the corner. Morris against Russell. Leonard kicks to George. Up top, Morris. McDaniels defending. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Timberwolves leading by 6. Left side, Edwards. Kicks it out to Prince. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on George.
One of the hardest things to deal with Taurean Prince is trying to match his energy. This guy goes all out every time.
Good on the second free throw.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. Now here's Edwards. Russell with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Stolen by George, and here comes Jackson leading the fast break. 3-pointer. That doesn't go either for George. Minnesota leading by 3. McDaniels with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Edwards passes to Gobert. Russell against George. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert emphatically finishes that one. Nicely done.
George looking around. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
From deep. They get the rebound.
That's a case where Rudy Gobert is outworking the defense, keeping the play alive, and finishing strong.
Here's George, and George with his stuff.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Timberwolves lead by 5. And we'll be back shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. McDaniels is out there with Prince, and it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. Here's George. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. Evaluating recent attempts, Doris, to create super teams. They haven't quite worked out as planned, have they?
What we understand now is the game isn't played on paper. So many things go into winning. Chemistry, health, and if you risk your future trying to put together a super team with no consideration for what comes next, that can be problematic.
Paul George with the steal. Kicks it out to Leonard for the 3. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
How about that pass from Reggie Jackson? Right on the money, folks.
Takes a step back. Russell passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, as soon as you recognize the size mismatch, you have to attack.
George dishes to Jackson. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Jackson. No points in the game yet for him. Those are some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community. Well, Kawhi Leonard has turned himself into an offensive force. He's a 3-level scorer, but I think you have to admire the fact that this guy is as versatile as it gets on the defensive end. He could guard 1 through 5 if necessary.
And stolen by Prince. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And it's the Clippers with the ball, trailing by 2. Jackson up top. He's guarded by Russell. Back to George. Outside for Jackson. Drains it from beyond the arc. Jackson's got the lead up to 1 now for the Clippers.
If Jackson finds a shot at the arc, look out. This guy has become very consistent from out there.
Russell passes to Edwards. Now here's McDaniels. He's covered by Leonard. And he can't bank that one in. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Leonard finds Jackson. Morris outside. Outside, George. Clock at 6. And Morris throws it down.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy could score at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
Edwards against George. He gets it in there. Edwards got his second bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
Leonard kicks to Morris. Outside Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Back to Morris. Jacks up a three. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Russell. Here's McDaniels. It's rebounded by Leonard. And here are the Clippers. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Out to the right wing. McDaniels dishes to Gobert. Rebound by the Clippers.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Zubac the pass to Morris. And stolen by Prince. McDaniels in the post. Jackson on him. Russell finds Prince. Gobert down low. Zubac defending. And Gobert throws it down.
So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
In the corner, it's Morris. Pass to Jackson. Outside, George. On the wing, Morris. To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Los Angeles on top. Ending the thanks so much, David. We'll step away. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's man in at the small forward. Stripped it away. They're running, pushing it up. Here's Henderson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths, shooting in the low 60s last season.
Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Powell, the pass to Covington. And the layup's good off the glass.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. That time sets up his teammate.
Outside, Towns. Crafty move. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Robert Covington is as competitive as it gets, and he gets to the window there.
McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Offline with his 3. Los Angeles leading by 3. Pass to Batum. Here's man. 3-pointer. Wall finds Batum. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
But you see Batum's experience on display right there. Not only draws the foul, but makes the shot and will go to the free throw line. What's interesting to me is when somebody takes a buyout, that typically means they're close to done. That is not the case with Nick Batum. He got bought out of Charlotte in 2020, and he's still a very good basketball player.
Talking about Batum, that buyout doors seem to really rejuvenate him.
It's exactly right, Kevin. He moves to L.A., and we know everyone loves playing in that city. All of Batum's numbers went way up, and you have to wonder, maybe that buyout refocused Nick.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Here's McLaughlin. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shoots the three. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. It's a 5-point game. Outside, Covington. They get it back. The kick out to Wall. Covington down low. And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Takes it out to Covington. 6 to shoot. Back to Powell. Outside Covington, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Timberwolves trail by 5. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Towns, the pass to McLaughlin. Timberwolves passing it around. Now the dish to Anderson. A shake. Stolen. Now here's Covington. Guarded closer. They grab their own miss. Can't get it to fall. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Anderson dishes to Towns. Looking for Anderson. He gets it there. Batum against Towns. And Towns throws it down.
That's easy money for Karl Anthony Towns. Gets in close range and leaves no doubt.
Powell, no one around him. That one wide left.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Passes it to Noel. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Los Angeles leading by 3. Man passes to Covington. Outside for Batum. And the Clippers miss again. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. The Timberwolves gone just 4 of 8 from the line tonight, hoping to move that free throw percentage up a bit. And that one missing.
Karl Anthony Towns, one of those 5 men that you can play in a big lineup, you can play in a small lineup. Because of the diversity of his offensive game, you can mix his spots on the floor. So important.
The pass to McLaughlin. Over to the wing. That's a 2 from Towns. Doesn't get it to drop for him. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And the dunk by Covington.
Well, you can see Covington's speed and transition opportunities. That was a nice job getting out in front.
Here's McLaughlin. Covered by Wall. Pass to McLaughlin. But Trey. He can't get that one. And we've reached the end of the third. Los Angeles on top, up by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you with... And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Timberwolves trail by 5. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Nice read out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Noel in at the 2 spot. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Powell. Reed with the block. And he's able to get it back. Back to Powell. Fades and shoots. The rebound by Anderson. Minnesota shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Thank you, David. Jackson kicks to Zubac. And Leonard has it in the corner. Off target at the rim. Timberwolves trail by 3. Russell passes to Edwards. Pass to Prince. Here's Gobert. Here's Edwards. Missed it, even after all those chances.
First personal foul.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. George finds Leonard. Outside for George.
Walking foul called on Lee. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Jackson against Russell. 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Morris against Prince. Here's Russell with the 3. Another miss by Minnesota.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Leonard. Lays it up off the glass. And it's an 8-point Clipper lead.
Well, once he's in the painted area, you can see the level of aggression goes up for Kawhi Leonard.
At the top of the key, Gobert. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. It's Russell with the drive. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Another miss by Minnesota. Morris against Prince. Morris looking over the floor. And Leonard has it in the corner. Back to Morris. He dishes it to Leonard. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Timberwolves trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
The Clippers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Jackson up top. He's guarded by Russell. Back to George. From past the arc. And no good. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Right side, Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on George.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
Jackson against Russell. 58 seconds left in the game. There's the 3. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
And George with the stuff.
Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line at his absolute best.
Prince, the pass to Edwards. Back to Prince. Launches a 3. Edwards can't hit.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, George. Morris outside. Back to George. Just 4 to shoot. There's the triple. Zubac kicks to George. Beyond the arc. Can't connect. And so Los Angeles takes the win. It was a fantastic. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's George. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Leonard. Jacks up a 3. Sinks it from distance.
The defense has got to try to hassle Kawhi Leonard as much as they possibly can, especially at the arc. He's too accurate.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck. Now here's Brooks. Knocks it loose. Oh, George with a steal. Morris with it. Jackson in his pocket. Back to Morris. Jackson on the wing. The kick out to Morris. Jackson outside. 6 to shoot. George for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Good recognition from Reggie, open teammate. And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of a game.
Outside Morant. And the foul on Marcus Morris.
Marcus Morris.
That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Morant. Pass to Bain. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
Yeah, BA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package. Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Now here's Leonard. 5 points in the game. George passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Paul George doesn't just score, he can pass it as well. Great all-around player.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Moran, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And stolen by Leonard. It's tipped.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Jams it in off the great move.
Strong anticipation from Jackson on the dish. Coaches love to see that out of their big men. Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Here's Moran. Oh, stumping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's going to go on Reggie Jackson. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Leonard for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Sometimes tough to get out to that corner, and Kawhi sat there and made the defense stretch out.
Moran against Jackson. And then Moran with the dunk.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now here's Jackson. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. That's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Moran outside. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
George outside. Morris controls the rebound and the putback.
Hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Outside Moran. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. He made a big impact. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. The speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
And getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. They get it back. The kick out to Morris. Pass to Leonard. George for 3. Yes. And a nice assist from Jackson. George has got 8 points.
Well, when he opens up his offensive arsenal to knock down threes, PG can be an MVP caliber player.
Up top, Morant, defended by Jackson. Clock at 6. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Here's Leonard. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep rim.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps when you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Pass to George. Zubac with it. Morris outside. Jackson down low. Pounded by Morant. Lets it fly. The rebound by Jackson.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
And then Morant with the dunk.
He makes the D look silly. What an incredible move.
Man, how about that finish right there? Not too bad. Here's Jackson. Fires from the wing. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Leonard's got 12 points in the game.
Kawhi Leonard's game is just so special. He's so talented at getting to his spots, doing it with patience and poise, and capitalizing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Adams. Morant with it. Zubac there. Deflected. Here's Adams. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there. Couldn't get it to go. Leonard with the ball. Checked by Brooks. Zubac into the lane. George, right side. Stolen by Bane. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Pass to Brooks. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Drives to the hoop. Here's George. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Again, when you go from second to fourth gear, Paul George puts a lot of pressure on the defense that way.
Paul George.
And that one drops. So now they lead by 1.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Up top, Morant. He's got 16. Three-pointer, Brooks. Hits the trifecta. He has 7.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Spins. Jackson, pass to Leonard. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of basketball. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Morant against Jackson. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. And the jam by George.
And Paul George had great position that time. An easy deuce.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Brooks against Leonard. Pass to Bane. Now here's Brooks. Guarded closely. 5 on the clock. And here's Morant outside. Gets the 3 to fall.
3-pointer.
Morant's got 21 points in the game.
Look at the mechanics on Morant's shot. He can totally trust himself to hit the quick jumper.
Ja Morant.
30. The Grizzlies, 33.
Through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
On the court for the Grizzlies, they've got Xavier Tillman. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then there's Danny Green, and it's Aldama in at the power forward position. And Brent, we hear talk about teams finding their identity. For those that don't know, can you break down what that really means?
Well, one of the key things, BA, is you come out of a training camp in any given year. You're trying to find the right rotation of players and combinations of players that's going to establish what it is that they're capable of doing. And 30 games into the season, that identity can start to show itself. Great coaches in the league will adapt to the things that they're seeing from their rosters to give them the best chance to win. Batum just brings a lot of experience and helps this team remain confident that he's going to make the right play, make the subtle contributions to put you in a place to win.
Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Ball to Memphis.
And so it's Memphis with it. They lead by 4. Tillman, just 5 on the clock. On the attack, Green, and Wall comes to help. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Aldama, no good. Los Angeles has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Man, misses.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
On the wing, Conchar. Pass to Aldama. Outside for Green. Here's Aldama, guarded by Batum. Offensive board. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul of the game.
First 2.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Here's Tillman to the wing on the left. Outside Jones. Shot clock at 6.
Foul Memphis. Xavier Tillman. Second personal foul. First 2.
The Clippers trail. Wall finds Powell. Jones against Wall. Out to Powell. Outside Covington. Conchar pulls it in.
Oh, it's embarrassing to miss a dunk, but even more so when you're all by yourself.
Pass to Aldama. Here's Conchar. Outside, Green. Back to Conchar. 6 on the shot clock. Now Jones. To the paint. Here's Aldama. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Batum with it. And that one is hammered home.
Felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
On the wing, Green. Pass to Aldama. Back to Green. Here's Tillman. 4-3. The Clippers grab the miss. 1:56 left in the third quarter. Here's Batum. Jones grabs the board. Memphis leading. Right side Green. Outside Jones. Pass to Tillman. Here's Conchar, covered by Covington. Here's Tillman from deep. Batum pulls it in. Defensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
1:11 left in the third. And misses. The Grizzlies have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Pass to Tillman. Out left to the wing. Here's Aldama, covered by Covington. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Wall, the pass to Covington. Here's Powell. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. 5 to shoot. Covington inside. He's against Tillman. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Pass to Aldama. Here's Conchar. To end the drought. Rebound by the Clippers. Covington passes to Batum. Back to Covington. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Grizzlies out in front, up by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is come. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You know, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, or you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Wall and Powell in the backcourt duo. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. And it's man in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Zubats, he's checked in for Batum. Morris comes in for Covington. Leonard's checked in for man. And it's Paul George in for Powell. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. Moran against Wall. Blocked! Now here's Leonard. Defense is right there. George. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
And there's the strength of Paul George just powering through and takes on the contact.
Outside Moran. Shot blocked. Morris finds Wall. And stolen by Moran. Outside Bain. Pass to Moran. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. A unique talent. Ja Moran has taken the NBA by storm. Red, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Los Angeles has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. The 3, George. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Well, Paul George can play in the supportive role, and then he can do things like that where he just decides to take over.
Wall against Moran. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Brooks. Back to Jackson. The 3-ball. Buries it from 3.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
George passes to Morris. Back to George. Knocked loose. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Bain against George. Pass to Brooks. Outside Moran. shot, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. George passes to Zubac. Outside Wall. The kick out to Morris. Leonard right side. Clock at 6. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Morris finds Leonard, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
After committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Wall against Moran, and the dunk by Jackson.
Getting better at reading defenses. You see Morant's willingness to give up the ball to his teammates.
Here's George. It's rebounded by Memphis. Inside, and stolen by Leonard. George with it. He's picked up by Adams. Oh, nice shot by Morris.
I love how active Paul George is right now. He's sharing the ball. He's involving his teammates. He's stepping into this nice, comfortable leadership role here tonight.
Moran against Wall. And Moran gets it to go. Moran's got 25 points.
Can you say prime-time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
The kick out to Morris. Pass to Wall. Now here's Leonard. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Ja Morant.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. You have to use better judgment there.
It's not going to go for him. And Los Angeles the other way now. Outside Wall. The kick out to Morris. Takes the 3. The rebound by Jackson. And here are the Grizzlies. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th. Brooks, the pass to Moran. Outside for Brooks. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Zubac. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Ooh, Morris with a steal. From deep. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. Ja Morant picks one up.
At the line for your quarter.
And he misses the second attempt. One more coming here.
At the line for 3.
And he nails the 3rd. And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
It's the NBA Live on 2K Sports on this Tuesday afternoon. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the... And given how much these teams run, Clark, the bench play could be big.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, with how much these teams like to get up and down and push it, I think it's going to be one of those windshield wiper games. So a bunch of guys could get some action tonight.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. Shot clock at 6. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
Russell passes to McDaniels. Gobert trying to get open, but Grizzlies pull it in. On the wing, Jackson. He's guarded by Russell. Pass to Brooks. To the paint. It's stolen by Edwards. Down low, Russell.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
And so Russell hits them both.
You know, Russell's known for his scoring ability, but I like the fact that he's eager and hungry to continue to improve.
Bain kicks to Morant. We play just over a minute here in the first. Lays it up and banks it in. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
And the bulk of Gobert's offense is going to come down low. Even if the D knows that, it can still be tough to stop.
Morant outside. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Morant. Tipped away. And Adams kicks to Bain. From deep. Offensive rebound. Outside for Jackson. Here's Morant. The shot, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Russell with it. Turned down by Jackson. Prince, the pass to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time, right in the shooting pocket.
Morant outside. Adams in the corner. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Adams. 6 points for John Morant.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Pass to Edwards. Driving inside. And Edwards with the stop.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Morant surveying the D. And Morant throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out.
The Timberwolves have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The free throw off for McDaniel.
At the line for 1.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Edwards kicks to Russell. Kicks it out to Prince. Pass to Edwards. He takes it in, and he emanates with a slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Up top, Bain. Edwards defending. Morant with a wide open look. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Russell, and he banks in the layup.
You like what you have there. Russell crafty with the dribble.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies, trailing by 4. 24 seconds left in the first. And finished off by Morant.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Here's Bain. Rips it home after the terrific move.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
But just no way for the D to handle it.
Well, I tell you what, you just got to sit back and admire the creativity there.
Tie game. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at them.
Heading into the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Prince out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth. And it's not usually literal, but what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They kind of checked out mentally. And I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
Now the pass to Edwards. Now here's McDaniel. He's guarded closely. And he's just had 1 attempt at the line early. The free throw drops from McDaniel.
At the line for 2.
And he makes both free throws. Memphis trailing here. Morant outside. Adams with the screen on Russell. Now here's Morant for 3. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Kicks it out to Prince. The rebound by Steven Adams. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Edwards against Morant. Out to Brooks. Inside, and Adams with the slam.
Oh, he drew that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Here's Edwards. Banked in off the glass. Edwards got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Morant against Russell. And a wide open look for Payne. Off target from outside. Payne's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Passes it to McDaniels. To the inside. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Brooks right side. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Prince against Brooks. McDaniels in the post. From deep, Prince. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Jackson dishes to Adams. Out to Brooks. Adams down low. Defended by Gobert. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Jackson. Here's Adams. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Prince, the pass to Russell. Back to Prince. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Morant drives in. Jackson finds Brooks. Here's Adams. An easy 2 points on the layup. Adams has got 6 in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Russell looking it over. Pass to McDaniels. Feeds to Gobert. Second chance shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And something else that I like is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
And finished off by Morant.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Prince, right side. Outside, Russell. Outside, Edwards. And here's Prince outside. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 8 rebounds in this game. For Memphis, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Brooks outside. Payne finds Jackson. It's Morant in the corner. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Morant's got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Grizzlies lead by 4.
22. The Grizzlies, 26. Let's hear it for the Jabberwockies!
halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' spot. We've got Brandon Clark. Green out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Conchar into the 2 spot. Pass to Conchar. Outside Jackson takes a 3. That shot misses. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Noel. Got a piece of it. Here's Green. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Jones kicks to Green. Reed with the block. And they'll keep possession. And he comes up with the deuce. Clark's got his first points in this one.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. It's not going to go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. 90 seconds now into the second half. Jones kicks to Jackson. Kicks it out to Jones. Clock at 4. Here's Conchar. Reed with the block. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
A nice shot by Anderson.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And the pass to Jackson. Green with the ball. Jackson setting the pick here for Green. Back to Jackson. A shot off that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. It's stolen by Jones. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Jackson dishes to Jones. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Now here's Jones. Defense is right there. Green passes to Jones. Shot clock at 5. The drive by Jackson. Clark. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Clark's got 4 points this quarter.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Pass to Noel.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Green against Anderson. Here's Noel. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Conchar. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Green in the post, working on Anderson. Outside for Jackson. Fires from deep. A three-pointer is right on target. Now it's a 6-point Grizzly lead.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the deep has to respect his range better than that.
Towns wide open. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Jackson kicks to Jones. Back to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Here's Green. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jackson misses. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Noel. Outside, Towns. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That is his first foul of the game. Jones in the post. This one for three. Xellark can't get it to go. It's stolen by Green. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Clark. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one is on Towns.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
From deep three-point range, and so it's Memphis. Hit by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Gobert is out there with Prince, and it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back. And when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
And Edwards drops them both. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Now here's Morant. Brooks outside. Out to Morant. It's up a 3. He's off on that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Edwards passes to Russell. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
The Grizzlies shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Morant outside. It's Brooks on the wing. Outside for Jackson. 4 on the shot clock. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. That's on Jaden McDaniel.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
Both free throws good from Morant. Timberwolves trail by 9. Prince outside. Now here's McDaniel. Brooks covering. Edwards dishes to Prince. Traps in the tray.
And you know Prince is feeling it when he takes this shot. Love the confidence.
Morant with it. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And Morant throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. On the wing, Brooks. Second shot opportunity. Adams trying to free himself up. They get it back. Outside, Dane. Memphis moving it around. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Third personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And they've also shown great effort defensively tonight. They closed out on shooters and really got their hands up on multiple shots.
Here's Moran. Slam ball, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
The rugged toughness of Moran. Excellent at fighting through there and capitalizing in style.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Russell kicks to McDaniel. Here's Gobert. Prince outside. And that one swishes right in. 7 points for Prince.
Boy, an accurate shooter with really good form. Prince is aggressive when it comes to looking to score.
Morant passes to Jackson. Morant's against Russell. And Morant throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Edwards. And the rejection by Jackson. Russell against Morant. The 3-ball. Gobert pulls it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for them, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Edwards kicks to McDaniel. Back to Edwards. Right wing. Russell passes to Gobert. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The 3 from Morant. Rebound, Minnesota.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Here's Russell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Morant.
So free throws for Russell. Something we should be saying often for the next decade or more.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. Well, this one is winding down now. Memphis can watch the clock run out. Now Morant. From deep. Off target. And so the Grizzlies take the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. And, well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Outside Edwards. Back to Daniels. From outside the arc. We get it again. Pass to Prince. McDaniels against Leonard. 6 to shoot. Here's Prince. Tipped. And he gets it back. Here's Russell. And that one's long. Edwards against George. Good on the bucket. George has got 5 points.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
They get it back. Outside McDaniels. Out to the wing. Back to Prince. Oh, George with a steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. Leonard outside. To the left wing. Pass to Morris. Clock at 4. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And George launches it from deep. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Now here's Russell. Gobert with it. Back to Russell. Outside Edwards. George with the block.
An all-defensive first-teamer multiple times. Paul George has a nose for the ball.
Offline with a 3. The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 5 to begin this game.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Morris outside. Back to George. Pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Over McDaniels. Misses off the left iron. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their prime. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Over to the wing. Here's Prince. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Clippers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Wall. Back to George. Morris against Edwards. Kicks it to George. Now here's Leonard to the left side wing. The 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over George. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Here's George. It's blocked by Gobert.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
Oh, they keep the ball out of the cylinder, but they pick up the foul in the process. 2 shots coming at the line. That one drops. He ties it up. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. There's 45 seconds left in the opening quarter. George outside. Trying to get back on track. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Defense throws everything at George, but he persists and finds a shot.
He hits the second from the line. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Now Russell.
Inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
George against Edwards. Now here's George. He's guarded closely. Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. Prince on the attack. And he gets that one.
Don't sleep on Torian Prince. He will challenge you off the bounce now. Does a good job of navigating his way through the defense.
Kicks it to George. There's the three. And that's not going to go. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 4. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Torian Prince. And it's Russell in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Wall, the pass to George. And the jam by George.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Russell against Wall. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
George against Edwards. George passes to Wall. Down low. Leonard on the wing. Knocks down the 18-footer.
Masterful execution. Kawhi just has a sense for when to shoot the mid-range.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Morris outside. McDaniels against Leonard. For 3, George. Hey, he's looking good so far. 4 for 8 from the field.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Outside Wall. Morris, left side. Leonard with the ball. Russell covering. Morris passes to George. Leonard on the wing. 4 on the clock. Back to George. Over Edwards. George, no good.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. The shot off that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. Pass to Leonard. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Can't connect from short range. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Prince. 5 points in the game. Edwards for 3. That shot missing. George against Russell.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
George, right side. In the past, you'd see coaches use the fire and brimstone approach. We don't see that much anymore, Smitty.
No, times have changed. It's still okay to get emotional and do some hard coaching, but now you have to stay in control, or sometimes you will lose the player's respect.
Russell with the ball. He's picked up by Zubats. Pass to Prince. The 3 is up. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 4 assists now tonight.
Prince has gotten better at creating his own shot, but the catch and shoot game is still his specialty.
The kick out to Morris. There's the triple. Tries again. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Right now is their passing game, and it's been on point, doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
Another thing that's gone well for them is the mid-range jumper. It's been falling with ease so far.
Wall finds Zubats. Leonard outside. George outside from deep three-point range. The Clippers rebound. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Pass to Prince. Outside for Russell. Here's Prince. McDaniels from long range. And Wall pulls it down. The Clippers trail.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Right side, Edwards. Here's Russell. Here's Gobert. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Paul George has been sensational.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
So, on the floor for the Clippers, Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Robert Covington is out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Batum in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Powell passes to Covington. Back to Mann. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Noel, defended by Jackson. Pass to McLaughlin. That three's off the mark. Los Angeles shooting around 44%. Not bad. Here's Mann. Reed defending. Tries the spin move. Out to Covington. This for the tie. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Outside, Anderson. Back to Noel. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. The rebound by Mann.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot. Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State, Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
Kicks it out to Anderson. Back to Towns. Pass to McLaughlin. Powell with a steal. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Out to Covington. Powell with it. Guarded now by Anderson. And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Batum in the post. For 3, Covington. And they recover it.
Second team foul.
Batum, pass to Powell. Pass to Mann. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, he sees the man's going to kick the ball out. Wow. I mean, that was great anticipation.
Now Towns from deep. The rebound by Jackson. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Batum. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
To the middle. Here's Reed. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
That free throw misses.
2 shots.
He's off on the second. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here on the third.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Batum outside. For the lead. The shot misses. So Minnesota will take it the other way. On the break. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Powell in the post. Pass to Jackson. Batum with it. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
To the wing on the left. Here's Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got his second basket on the night.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
It's Covington on the wing. This for the tie. He buries it from 3. Covington's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
This is what Covington does, a confident three-point shooter.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. Pass to McLaughlin. High post Towns, working on Covington. Towns passes to Anderson. Count that bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Trying to become a better scorer on all 3 levels. This time, Anderson attacking the interior.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Down low. And it's the Clippers on the break. Nice catch and finish on the lob.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And for the Clippers, they're shooting around 50% in the game so far. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Naz Reid, then it's Jordan McLaughlin, and it's Noel in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Some room here for George. That went off the back iron and out.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Here's Noel. The Clippers grab the miss.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Leonard finds Morris. Back to Leonard. Pass to Morris. Out to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Lets the 3 fly. Counted from distance.
The 3-point numbers for Kawhi Leonard, they show this man is elite from deep.
To the paint. Towns. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That'll belong to John Wall. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And let's talk about their blocks. When you're facing a team swatting shots, it becomes a mental situation as well. Makes you think twice before you fire.
Morris passes to Leonard. Kicks it to George. For 3, it's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Here's Leonard. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Pass to Reid. Denied by Leonard.
This is the power of the claw in action. Kawhi Leonard using his natural gifts to gobble up that shot.
And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Right wing. Anderson finds Towns. Over Leonard. Another miss by Minnesota. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Here's Leonard. The kick out to Wall. George outside. Over Edwards. Here's Leonard. Second shot opportunity. Zubac's shot is off.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Outside for Russell. Pass to Prince. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Timberwolves. Gobert gets the bucket.
On the boards, Gobert is unstoppable, easily winning himself a second chance look.
George outside. The kick out to Wall. Morris with it. Russell covering. Wall, the pass to Morris. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Pass to Gobert. And it's good. 2 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Nice shot by George.
Capable of flat out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
Russell up top. Wall covering. Pass to Prince. Outside for Russell. Back to Prince. Lets it fly from 18. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Clippers in the lead. George finds Zubac. And here's George. Morris outside. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
To the inside. Gobert gets the bucket. Great game for him. Double-double now.
This is where size matters. No one's stopping Gobert on that shot.
George passes to Leonard.
I think it's desperation time for them.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
Edwards for 3. Offensive rebound outside McDaniels. Russell to pass to McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Outside Edwards. Takes a 3. Pass to Prince. Outside Russell. 4-3. It's rebounded by Morris. Knocked away. Stolen by Russell. Puts up a 3. He connects. Now just a 4-point Los Angeles lead. So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. They played the fill-in tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the...
Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Steve Smith.